Losing weight can be complicated, confusing, and well, a little bit overwhelming. These 5 tips I'm about to share with you has helped hundreds of my own clients lose weight. By the way, I'm Coach Wisdom. I'm a gym owner, fitness trainer, and fitness is literally all I do every day. All right, let's dive in. Tip number 1 is to make sure you start moving. More and more people these days are very sedentary. More than likely, like right now, as you're watching this video, you're probably sitting down, right? We're not really moving anymore these days. The best way to start moving more is walking. And you can go walk outside, you can park a little further than you used to, you can go take the stairs, and best of all, walking is free. Bonus points is if you have some kind of step tracker, because then you can make a minimum goal of getting 10,000 steps a day. The average American gets in about 5,000 steps a day. Children and teenagers, they can get anywhere from 12,000 to 16,000 steps a day. So it's no wonder as people age, they start to gain weight. It is all because they're no longer walking, aka moving as much anymore. And worst of all, if you're not moving around as much, then you're probably lazing around. And if you're lazing around, you're most likely snacking out of boredom, which is gonna help contribute to weight gain instead of weight loss. So that's tip number 1, start to move more. Count your steps. Aim for 10,000 steps a day. All right, tip number 2. This one confuses people a little bit. Should you lift weights or should you do cardio? Here's the good news. Once you start to implement step number 1, which is getting your steps in, then you are already getting your cardio in every single day. Back in my competing days, my coach wanted me to get about 60 minutes of cardio a day. At that time, I thought cardio meant like going for a run or you're cycling or you're doing some battle ropes. I never thought of cardio as simply going on the treadmill and walking. Turns out that's exactly what my coach wanted me to do. He wanted me just to go on the treadmill and walk for 60 minutes. By the way, 60 minutes on the treadmill for most people is around 6,000 steps. And it doesn't matter if you get 6,000 steps on a treadmill or if you get 6,000 steps accumulated throughout the whole day. At the end, 6,000 steps is still 6,000 steps, which is why as long as you have your steps covered, you should definitely be focusing on building muscle and lifting weights. Having more muscle as a result of lifting weights is gonna boost your metabolism and help your body regulate insulin better, which is basically carbs. If your body can't use the carbs that you eat as energy, then it'll most likely store some as fat. That's why generally the more muscle someone has, the more carbs and calories that person can eat. And of course, with a faster metabolism from having muscle, you will be able to lose weight a lot easier. Tip number 3, making sure you're eating enough protein every day. Protein is literally the building blocks of muscle. Think of building muscle like this. It's like building a house. For you to build a house, you need the materials like wood, brick, cement, and of course, you need the construction workers. Now, you can have the best construction workers in the world be there to help you build a house, but if you don't provide them any material, they're gonna look at you all confused like, how are we gonna build you a house? And that's exactly what protein is for your body. You need to make sure you're eating enough protein every day to build muscle because it is the building blocks. Another way protein will help you lose weight is that it is also very satiating. For example, a whole pound of chicken breast has around 500 calories. So does a donut. And if you ever try to compare these two, where you sit down and you actually try to eat a whole pound of chicken, compared to just one donut, it's a no-brainer. Like eating the donut is so much easier than eating a whole pound of chicken breast. It's very easy for you to eat a lot of carby, fatty foods and get the extra calories in. And it's a lot harder to do that with protein-rich foods. So for protein, aim for about 1 gram per pound of body weight every day, and you're pretty much good there. Tip number 4 for weight loss is to avoid juices, sodas, any kind of high-calorie drink. To this day, even though weight loss isn't really my goal anymore, I still do not get any kind of drinks in that have calories in it. Except of course with the exception of my morning coffee, which I just can't give that up. Love it too much. When you're drinking down calories, it's very easy to get extra calories because liquids, it just doesn't really fill you up. Let's say you have a normal meal and meal number 1, you have soda with it. And then you have another meal, same meal, but now you have water with it. If you compare the two, you're gonna feel basically equal to both meals. It's just that meal number 1 with the soda, it has extra calories. And when you do that multiple times throughout the day, those calories add up. And when we add these calories up, it might be 500 a day that you're accumulating. And in a week, that could be 3,500 calories, which is basically equal to 1 pound of fat. Start to switch over to 0-calorie drinks and really save yourself the unnecessary calories. Oh, and by the way, forgot to mention this, alcohol, it is part of this list as well. Okay, tip number 5, eat plenty of vegetables and fruits. To this day, I still hear people saying, don't have fruit because it has fructose in it. And to this day, it still drives me crazy. So yes, fruits do have sugar in it. It has fructose. However, it is still one of the better lower calorie dense options out there. And low calorie dense foods is basically foods that you can have a lot of that has a lot less calories. An example of this is strawberries. So did you know you can have 22 ounces of strawberries for 200 calories? That's about 1.5 pounds of strawberries. And when you look at stuff like Oreos, this is 200 calories of Oreos. And when you think about it this way, like 200 calories of strawberries, 1.5 pounds, or Oreos, which one's gonna make you more full? Of course, the strawberries, right? 1.5 pounds of strawberries. And that's what low calorie dense foods are, which is most fruits and basically all vegetables. Definitely don't avoid the fruits, don't avoid the vegetables. These are here to help you get more full, a lot easier, and help you stay within your calories, which brings me to bonus tip number 6. If you have consistently implemented the first 5 tips that I've given you and you're still not seeing any weight loss, then this last tip is specifically for you, and it will ensure that that weight drops. This is counting your calories. For weight loss to happen, you need to be in a caloric deficit, which is just a fancy way of saying you need to make sure you're eating less calories than your body is burning per day. Let's say your body is currently burning 2,000 calories a day just to maintain weight. That means that anything less than 2,000 calories a day will result in weight loss for that day. And the more calories you slash off, the faster your weight loss will be. Now, of course, you don't want to take away too many calories. So if you're eating around 2,000, a great rule of thumb is to be under by 250 to 500. This just ensures that you're not going to be too hungry, you're not going to face other problems like losing muscle mass or messing up your hormones, because when you lose weight too quickly, it can mess with all those things. A lot of people don't know this, but there is actually a wrong way to lose weight and a right way to lose weight, which I made a complete video about, which I'll link in the description, I'll put it in the comments, so you guys can watch that next. And that's my top 5 tips for you today to lose weight. Walk more, lift weights, eat your protein, fruits and vegetables, avoid the high calorie drinks, and you will succeed in your weight loss journey.